In 1965, there were only about 2,000 computers in the entire United States. Today, there are billions. The computer didn't just change our desks. It fundamentally rewired our economy and the value of our work. It created a new class of winners and losers, and the economic divide it created is still the defining challenge of our time. In the 1960s and 70s, the computer was not a personal device. It was a mainframe, a colossal machine that filled an entire room, cost millions of dollars, and required a team of specialized technicians in white lab coats to operate. These behemoths, like the IBM System/360, lived in climate-controlled, glass-walled rooms, the high-tech temples of the corporate world. They were used by large corporations and the government to do one thing: process massive amounts of data, payroll, inventory, and census information on a scale humans never could. The first jobs to be impacted by these mainframes were routine clerical tasks. The work of the filing clerk, the bookkeeper, the typist, anything that involves sorting, calculating, and storing information could now be done faster and more accurately by a machine. This was the beginning of the automation of white-collar work. It didn't lead to mass unemployment at first, because the sheer volume of data that businesses needed to process was growing just as fast. The real revolution came in the 1980s with the arrival of the personal computer. The IBM PC and the Apple Macintosh took the power of the mainframe and put it on every desk. This was a radical shift. Suddenly, individual workers could create, analyze, and share information in ways that were unimaginable just a decade earlier. The spreadsheet, the word processor, and email didn't just make old jobs faster. They created entirely new ways of working and new, higher-skilled roles to go with them. But this new power came with a new requirement: skills. To use these new tools, you had to be computer literate. This created a sharp divide in the workforce. Those who could adapt and learn the new digital skills saw their productivity and their value soar. Those whose jobs consisted of routine tasks that could now be done by a piece of software found their skills becoming obsolete. The computer wasn't just a tool, it was a wedge driving apart the fortunes of the skilled and the unskilled. If a new technology makes the whole economy more productive but makes you personally less valuable, is that progress? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Economists have a name for the phenomenon we've just described: skill-biased technological change. It's a key theory in labor economics that explains a huge part of our modern world. It means that new technology, like the computer, isn't neutral. It specifically increases the productivity and therefore the demand for workers who have the skills to use it. It complements high-skilled labor. At the same time, it often replaces low-skilled labor whose routine tasks can be automated. The result of this bias is a growing wage premium for skilled workers. As the demand for college-educated, computer-literate workers went up, their wages increased. As the demand for workers with only a high school diploma who performed routine tasks went down, their wages stagnated or fell. The computer, therefore, is a major driver of the income inequality that has defined the last 40 years. It rewarded cognitive skills and punished routine labor. Economists Eric Brynjolfsson and Andrew McAfee argue that we're living in a second machine age. The first machine age, the Industrial Revolution, saw machines replacing human muscle. The second machine age, the Digital Revolution, is seeing machines replace the human brain. Computers and AI are now taking on cognitive tasks, diagnosing diseases, writing articles, driving cars, that were once thought to be uniquely human. This second machine age, they argue, produces two effects: bounty and spread. The bounty is the incredible increase in wealth, productivity, and the availability of amazing new goods and services. The spread is the growing inequality between the high-skilled workers who can leverage this new technology and the low-skilled workers who are being replaced by it. The challenge for our society is how to enjoy the bounty while mitigating the negative effects of the spread. Then, the fear was that a mainframe computer would automate the job of a payroll clerk. The solution was to learn how to operate the computer, becoming a new, higher-skilled IT professional. Now, the fear is that an AI will automate the job of a radiologist, a lawyer, or a programmer. The solution is less clear. as AI is beginning to encroach on the very cognitive skills that were once seen as the safe harbor from automation. The story of the computerization of work is a story of creative destruction. It eliminated old jobs and created new ones, rewarding new skills and punishing old ones. For decades, the answer to automation was more education and higher skills. But as we enter an age where AI can learn skills faster than we can, we have to ask a new question. What is the human role in a world where machines can think? Follow along for more thought-provoking history at The Human Timeline TV.